Yo, what it do? What it do? What it do? That was trash. That was absolute trash. Man, I'm trying to do things to make the stream better. And I was hoping that I could do a stream like that where I reacted to a video talking about the Cowboys head coaching. But man, that was horrible. As soon as, yeah, I'm sure. As soon as I ended the stream, the video came right up. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with Wi-Fi, Mr. Carnage. It's a trash computer. Like, the computer is so old, and man, I tried to free up space on it to help keep it able to run smoother. But man, that was doo-doo. That was a doo-doo stream. I am sorry, guys. I am absolutely sorry that performance of a video even made it to the channel. Like, that was garbage. Complete garbage. But it's alright, because we're going to get it working. Dallas will spawn in the playoffs and win it all. Birds. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, their coaches already have. One's on your team. Two are on the Commanders Redskins team. So they already have. And all the players that are on the Commanders team, come on now. The Cowboys are spawning themselves into the Super Bowl. Just, they're incognito on other teams. That's all. Come on now. Y'all already know. You know that. You know that. What up, Out of Context? What up, Daniel Barry? I kick kids? Damn. Well, that sucks for you, man. That should get you put in jail, brother. And the kind of stuff we like to do. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome out. Man, I'm sorry. What up, Pat? Pat in the chat, brother. Pat in the chat, looking for a coach at the thrift store. I know, bro. That's why I was like, why are they digging in the trash? Why are the Cowboys digging in the trash for their head coaching candidate? Why are we hearing that Mike Leslie or man, I can't even think of it. Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer. Like, are we kidding, brother? Are we kidding? Yo, we good. We good over here, bro. You already know, man. Hopefully everything's good on your end, brother. I'm already behind bars. Well, damn, Context. Y'all would have won 17. Oh, if you kept Mike McCarthy and Cooper Rush. Bird, you're such a fool. Yo, Rams lost? Yeah, I know, Turbo. What up, bro? What up? One and only Ron Nadon Smith. What's good with you, brother? Cowboys going to man, I still kind of feel like they're just talking right now to pass time until the Eagles are out of the playoffs or the season's over with the championship game. Either way, I still feel like they're kind of going to bring Kellen Moore in. But it's getting more and more apparent that it's probably either going to be Brian Schottenheimer as head coach or that's just going to be Kellen Moore's OC. And then they're going to try to fit Jason Witten on that staff somewhere, which is, to me, completely bonkers. What up? What up, Best? What up, Anonymous? What's good with you? Cowboys are kind of goated. Yeah, in a sick way. In a sick way, guys. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I heard he's getting Brian Schottenheimer is getting a second interview now with the Dallas Cowboys for the head coaching candidacy. He is the first candidate to therefore actually even get a second interview, which is crazy. What up, Kyle, man? What's good, brother? Let me get this connected up real quick. But yeah, not much, man. What's good with you? Sky Shouter, what's good? Art Kid Subs, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Smash that like button as y'all tune in. Man, it's just crazy. Like, I'm going to react to this video once I get the audio in my ear for it. I tried to do it on a stream so that you guys could react to it with me. But it definitely didn't work. Anonymous, no, I am not single. I am married. I got 3 kids, a beautiful wife, and a lovely family, brother. I don't know what you're asking if I'm single for. Jerry needs to be interviewing nursing home. Dude, right? I'm waiting for the news that comes out that says breaking news. Dallas Cowboys hire Jerry Jones as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys for the 2025 season and beyond. I'm just waiting for that news to come out because I seriously feel like that's the route this is about to go. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in April, Anonymous. Do the gritty. I'm not doing the gritty right now. Maybe in another stream, maybe at another time. I've been there, done that. It's all good, brother. There we go. Like, this is better. Man, I tried to make it so we could react to a video together, but I knew it was gonna be messed up. I knew my computer was too slow. Like, as soon as I got off the stream, the video loaded right up. It couldn't process it. The upload and download speed with the computer processor, it just could not keep up with trying to stream and run a video on YouTube. It worked in the studio, but as soon as I hit go stream, it just went completely bonkers and slowed down to nothing. Dude, I'm right here with you, Pat, brother. I'm right here with you. Which team do you think desperately needs a new coach? The Dallas Cowboys. Like, right here. America's team. Right here. Them. They also need a new GM. Jerry, I'm sure he does, Birds. How about the gritty perspective for the NFL? I mean, what about it? It's a dope little move that they do out there. I ain't against it. I ain't against it. Let them guys have fun. I think it means the nitty gritty of statistics. Okay. Hey, are you scared of JD5? Why would I be, Honcho? What would be the purpose of being scared of an NFL quarterback? Plus, he's frail. He's playing good. I'll give him credit. I like the dude. He's playing good. I'm not giving him a grade until year 3, but he's playing good football, man. He's setting records for rookies, so he's breaking records for rookies. I mean, he's the first to do a lot of things in these playoffs as a rookie. And hey, man, I can just congratulate him. He's doing his thing. What up, Granal? What up, Ajax? What's good, Chico? What's good, brother? What it do? What it do? Daily reminder that you do not. Dude, there's not a thing that hasn't said that they won't hire Mike McCarthy back because he's not getting hired by these other teams that he's getting interviews with. They're not hiring him yet. Who knows? Maybe he comes back. The only reason why they separated is because Mike McCarthy wanted 4 or 5 years. Jerry Jones was only willing to give him 1 to 2. And they were like, they couldn't come to an agreement. So they separated. Mike went to look for something more long term. Jerry wasn't willing to give it. And plus, they were only willing to give him a little bit more money. I don't know if they were willing to give him the control that he was asking for, but I doubt it. I just really thought and hoped that they would hire someone that actually could come in and make an impact, especially after now realizing that the coaches you just let go of and a bunch of the players are going to all be in the NFC Championship game. What it do, Alyssa? Miss Alyssa, welcome in. Braxton, what's good? Yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan, brother. Man, but we got fans of all over the NFL in here, man. We got fans all over the NFL in here. Because I watch more than that. More than just the Cowboys. You can bank it that I'm going to be watching the Cowboys every time they're on, but we watch more than just that. We just do sports, some WWE, some stuff like that. What up, Braxton? Be on every Cowboys channel only when they're playing decent. When they're not, they're ghost for real. Exactly. Oh yeah. That's the show. Coaching candidates roll into New Orleans, try to kick the salary cap can down the road. Coaches don't count towards the salary cap. They break their foot, they leave. Yeah. Bro, Cowboys probably won't be able to get over a hill until. Hey, I'm not saying that ain't the truth, brother. If you want to know my real opinions about the Cowboys, they've been in every one of my videos previously to this. Y'all will clearly be able to get an understanding of how I feel about the situation with Jerry Jones and how the team's being run. That no, I'm not happy about that, but I still love my Cowboys and I'm going to still support my team. but that doesn't mean I agree with every decision that they're making. I wanted them to go get a coach. I wanted them to go get now I can't even think of his name. What was it? Aaron Glenn. I wanted them to go get Aaron Glenn. I don't even think they got an interview with him. I wasn't for Ben Johnson. I thought he would have been a great coach. I wasn't for him only for the simple fact that I knew the Jones weren't going to go get him. He had too many demands in his little interview a couple months back that I know turned Jerry Jones off. Like, they just weren't going to agree to those type of terms. So I knew Ben Johnson wasn't a valid candidate. But shout out to everybody in here. Make sure y'all tap the like button as you come through. So I knew Ben Johnson wasn't a valid candidate, but I had hopes that Aaron Glenn was. Like, and the Cowboys requested an interview with the coaches, but got denied. The Detroit Lions told them, hey, you're not going to get a coaching candidate till our season's over. That could be the middle of February. That was what was told to us as fans, that they were requested an interview, and that's what they were told. The following week, they lose. Now their coaches are available to be interviewed. I don't think we've interviewed them. We've interviewed Mike Leslie, Ryan Sala. We've interviewed Kellen Moore and Brian Schottenheimer. And out of all four of them candidates so far, the only ones that have been back for a rehire is Brian Schottenheimer, a guy that couldn't even get a job in the NFL after 2020. Like, he was gone after 2020. Mike McCarthy threw him a bone and brought him back into the NFL, but then wouldn't let him install or help with any of the play calling or play designs. But Mike McCarthy had him studying all the new play styles for offensive teams. Like, and he was studying defenses. He was preparing the defense. Like, the players loved Brian Schottenheimer. They thought he was great, especially on the defense, because he was giving them tips of how the current offenses that they were going against were going to play. But Mike McCarthy wouldn't let him install plays into the play style. They wouldn't let him insert anything. He wanted to do it his way. But I figured that when Mike McCarthy left, that Brian Schottenheimer, who he brought in, was gonna go with him. But now we're hearing that, like, odds-on favorite in Vegas is Brian Schottenheimer. And then now he's getting a second interview before any other candidate is even getting another interview. Or some are even getting there first. What up, Watson? What's good? Eagles, Diddy, what's good? No, yeah. Yeah, but we could thank Coach Burns for Brandon Aubrey and Devontae Turpin, because we better be keeping them. Like, we need Devontae Turpin. We need C.J. Goodwin. We need Brandon Aubrey to stay. Chip Kelly, I've heard that name get floated around, Hack. I just don't know how actively valid it is as a coaching candidate for Dallas. What up, Penny? What's good with you, Penny Parker? What's good? What's good, William? What's good, man? What's good? But yeah, man, there's everything we're hearing coming out of media now is all Brian Schottenheimer appears as the front runner for the Dallas Cowboys head coaching job as he goes to get his second interview with the Cowboys. Like, I really hope, at this point, I would much rather have Kellen Moore. At that point, I would rather have Kellen Moore. Like, I really hope that this is just talking points to keep the Cowboys and the media talking about them until the Eagles season is done, whether that be next week or at the Super Bowl. However, whenever. But, man, I am not interested. I am not interested in Brian Schottenheimer being the head coach. I don't care how much the players like him. What kind of play style is this man going to have? What is he going to bring in? I understand that he's been studying other teams' play styles, but what is his actual style? What is his scheme going to look like? Do we know? Is it going to be like a Mike McCarthy scheme? Or is he going to run the ball? Is he going to want West Coast? Or is he going to want to run? We don't know. Hey, I don't know, Patrick. Man, I like your positivity though, brother. I like your positivity, but I don't know, man. Tony Romo, father, and however noise years ago lost my buddy Bill. I got you. What up, Bill? What up, Chicken? What up, Patrick? What up, Johnny? What's good, everybody? Welcome on in, man. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Let me know what y'all's opinions are on what the Cowboys are doing with the coaching candidacy. It looks like they're digging in the trash to bring a candidate up that nobody wants. Nobody was interviewing Brian Schottenheimer at the end of this year. Nobody cared about Brian Schottenheimer. And to be honest with you, nobody else is even interviewing Kellen Moore for a head coach job. Another team might offer him an OC job, but I don't think there's another team besides the Cowboys in the NFL that would offer Kellen Moore a head coaching job. And that's me being 100% real. Like, I don't think that that's going to be. Do you know me? Do I know you, chicken? No. I couldn't say I do. I agree, Killian. I agree. Like, why does Dallas Cowboys want to go pick a coach that nobody else wants? Obviously, they don't want him for a reason. Like, nobody wanted Brian Schottenheimer after the 2020 season when he left Seattle. Why would we want him now? That he had to get thrown a bone. And it's all because he made a good impression on the people in the building while he was an OC that couldn't even call offensive plays. Like, we don't know anything about what his play style is going to be. He's never, like, I mean, I guess you could go look in, I don't know if he was calling the plays in Seattle, if that was Pete Carroll. I don't know if he was calling the plays in St. Louis Rams back in the day, or if it was their head coach. We don't know, or if he was calling plays in the Jets when he was there in the Jets. We just don't know. We don't know what his play style is going to actually be. No, yeah, and well, I mean, he was still only an OC over there, and honestly, Pat, dude, Kellen Moore went over there and damn near ruined Austin Eckler's career. Austin Eckler had a phenomenal season right before Kellen came over. Mr. Doesn't run the ball, and damn near ruined Austin Eckler's career. He had to go to another team. Austin Eckler is on the Redskins now. Oh, Easton, what it do? I didn't know you changed your name to Chicken, brother. What up, Alyssa? Man, but it's just crazy that we're gonna, like, the whole candidacy starts out with Jerry Jones talking like he's gonna go get Deion Sanders, and then all of a sudden it goes Ryan Saleh, and then we hear Mike Leslie, then we hear Kellen Moore, and at this point, Kellen Moore's the only one that gets an interview. He gets a 3-hour Zoom call on a Friday before the Eagles played the Rams, and got an interview. What happened in that interview? We have no idea. We have no transcript. We have no nothing to know any knowledge of how that interview went or what they planned. And then from that point on, it went to become, oh, well, Brian Schottenheimer might be an odds-on favorite, to the next day, him then being the odds-on favorite in Vegas to become the coach. And then now we're hearing that he's getting a second interview when other people ain't even got their first interview. Like, go! I wanted him to go. Aaron Glenn is who I wanted. Go interview him. My sister got a phone and changed it, so now I can't change it back for 10 days. Ah, damn, chicken. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Now you're a chicken for 10 days. Alyssa. Jerry, we trust, man. He makes it hard, though, Patrick. I really wish that he would just settle his ass back, act like every other owner, and go pay a GM, or let Will McClay be the GM and do what GMs do. That way he can be held accountable for his job as a GM if he does a bad job. That's the problem with Jerry Jones being the GM, is there ain't nobody that can hold that man accountable when he does a bad job. It's just, oops, there's a bad year. But now he's getting to the point where this man's 82 years old. How many bad years more can he take? Something needs to be done in this organization, or we're going to stay in this mediocrity until someone passes, as so to speak. Just keep calling me Weston. All right, Weston. Not Johnny Sins. Yeah, what up, Johnny Sins? But yeah, man, it's just absolutely crazy to me, the process. And honestly, it's to the point where, like, I wish the Cowboys didn't even let this be known. I wish that they didn't even put it out there in the media about none of it. Why do we even need to know what they're doing? Because at this point, surprise me with something, because I can see that you're digging at the bottom of the trash can to try to bring up a coaching candidate that has done absolutely nothing to become a head coach. Like, what did Brian Schottenheimer do other than be the players' buddy? Like, he bridged the gap when the players weren't getting along with McCarthy to get them back together. Like, that's what he did. So he became cool with all the players and I guess the Jones family and impressed them enough that they want to bring this man up to be the head coach. Like, for what? For what? Joe Brady's going to the Saints? Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. And if they're doing this for him to be a lackey for like a year or two until Jason Witten becomes the head coach, to me that is absolutely bonkers. At that point, they need to just go hire Jason Witten as the head coach and let him get some veteran OC, get a veteran DC. That way he has some good guidance because we know he's unexperienced as coaching in the NFL, and he's going to need every bit of knowledge he can coming into the league because he's got a high school team that really ain't that great right now. So if that's all Brian Schottenheimer is a lackey to be there for a couple of years until they can get Jason Witten to be the head coach, then to me, that's just absolutely ridiculous. They just need to bite the bullet, take in the bad seasons as they come, hire Jason Garrett as the Jason Witten. Damn, no, not Jason Garrett. Woo! We don't want Big Red to clapper back, that's for sure. But I want Aaron Glenn, Pat. I want Aaron Glenn to be our head coach. Like, to me, he's the best candidate because he's already said it in his interview. When you hire me, you're not hiring a DC. You're not hiring, and he says, you're not hiring just a DC because I'm a better OC than half of these people out there. And he says, you're hiring, when you hire me, you hire a coach. And that's what I want as my head coach. I want Aaron Glenn. I see what he did with a team that was completely depleted and was still able to keep that thing good enough to make it all the way into the divisional round. Had they had some healthy players, who knows if Washington beats them at that point in the playoffs. But still, what he did to continue to be able to get them there after all the injuries his team went through, man, Aaron Glenn just to me would have been the best coach. No, that's what I'm saying. The Cowboys didn't even get an interview with him. The Cowboys didn't even get an interview with him. But they requested it before they even played the Redskins. They requested an interview, but never even had one. At least none that was ever released. Nobody in the media ever said anything about Aaron Glenn ever having an interview. All they said is that the Cowboys requested an interview, and that the Cowboys were told you probably won't get an interview until mid-February because they were expecting to be in the playoffs. What up, Samity? What's good? What's good? Hey, man, whatever you talking about in that much text is crazy. Sitting on the toilet. That's crazy, bro. What up, Pritchards? What's good with you, brother? What's good with you? Man, the Cowboys news is they're digging in the trash can to bring up a head coach that this guy has never done anything to become a head coach in the NFL. Nobody even wanted him as an offensive coordinator since 2020. And Mike McCarthy throws him a bone. He impresses a few players, and I guess the Jones family, who are very impressionable from what it sounds. And yeah, Aaron Glenn, he took the Jets job. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The Cowboys never even interviewed him. They requested an interview, never even interviewed him. My comment before this, Anthony. It's not early for me. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm just hopping on. So, man, I just wanted to come on and talk some football about the Cowboys and how they like digging in the trash can to bring up head coaches that don't deserve a head coaching candidacy. It's just absolutely bonkers to me. I'm sitting here listening to DLS, and these people are trying to make this thing sound sweet. Like, it's to the point where the media is trying to make this sound sweet. Maybe not so much just DLS. I respect them. They got a good host of people to express their opinions on the show. Not always in a glazing manner of the Cowboys, that's for sure. But and shout outs to them. But man, it's just absolutely crazy. Thoughts on Prime? I would love to have Prime. I would love to have Prime at this point. I didn't want him before, but I would absolutely love to have Deion Sanders over here now if this is the point. Yeah, I didn't really want him to begin with. As a Cowboy fan, I didn't really want Deion. As a content creator, I kind of did because I know it's going to forever be content that's blowing out the roof because Dion is content. But yeah, I figure he's staying in Colorado. I've been saying the whole time that that was just a smoke screen, anyways, just to keep both of their names in the media. That was just Deion Sanders using Jerry Jones and vice versa to keep their names relevant on the 3 and 4 letter networks. What? Oh, Shay Lee. What's good with you, Miss Shay Lee? What is good with you? What it do? What it do? Welcome everybody in the room. Even you, Kayla Ruiz. Specialty shout outs to all you females. Appreciate y'all always checking in with us. Y'all are doing amazing. I appreciate having y'all here. As long as everybody treats the females right. There ain't no crazy Steeler fans coming in here acting up. But yeah, man. It's just, to me, it's just completely bonkers that they would have Brian Schottenheimer as the front runner. Like, what has he done? Like, what has he done that deserves a head coaching candidacy job? And if he has done so much, why is it that no other team is interested in interviewing him? Yeah. What up, Sophie? What's good with you? This ain't a political chat, but man, we enjoy the way it is. You just enjoy the way it is. We enjoy it the way it is. That's all. But yeah, man, we just don't do political in the chat. That's all. You're welcome to come hang out. This is mostly sports talk. I don't want prime coaching FSU and definitely not the Cowboys, bro. No, like that was not what I wanted. I mean, I want Aaron Glenn. I just know we ain't getting him. I knew we weren't getting him before. Um, but the Cowboys are. All right, so hold on. I'm going to pause this for a second because they're talking now about what would be a good sales pitch for Brian Schottenheimer. Let's see what they say. I'm going to take the headset out and I'm going to actually play this audio here. It's a video, but all you guys will hear is the audio. But you guys are going to get to hear it. What up, Wicked? What's good with you, brother? What's good? All right, hold on. I got to turn the volume up. No. Volume up here. Yes. Volume up here. Yes. Make sure these are disconnected. All right, so we are at 27:45. Let me just refresh this real quick. Get this up. What up, Bear Edits? What's good, Lil Reach? What's good? What's good? We're about to listen to them try to give a valid point of why Brian Schottenheimer would be a good coaching candidate for the Dallas Cowboys. So I want to hear what they have to say. I'm going to just try to get it up here. I'm trying to figure out how to get it back on the main speaker so it ain't in my Bluetooth no more. All right, so paused. Where is my audio? Well, I gotta turn Wi-Fi off. I'm gonna have to turn it off. I'm gonna have to turn Wi-Fi off on the computer real quick. What up, Quan? What's good? What's good? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. All right, so let's just turn Wi-Fi off for a second, or Bluetooth off just for a second. Man, I hate how slow this computer is. All right, so Wi-Fi's off. So now let's see if I got the audio in the right spot here. All right, we're still not hearing it. Let me do a little refresh. Just a little refresh. Always love family and do what it do. Exactly, exactly. No stick on corn dog guy. Yes, I am the guy that ate the corn dogs with no stick. Absolutely. What it do about Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson's gonna be the Bears coach, man. I mean, that just is what it is. That's a great coach that you guys are getting. I knew the Cowboys weren't gonna be in the race for Ben Johnson with the demands that he had already spoken about when he said that when he was talking about when people are gonna want to interview him. He said, Shay's friend, I took the phone because she went to go do something. I just want to say I appreciate you keeping her under control. Safe in your channel. Hey, ain't no problem over here. Ain't no problem over here. Alright, so now why am I not hearing any audio from this? This is absolutely bonkers. Bluetooth is turned off. There we go. Starting to get some audio. Now let's see if. Alright, we're at the spot then. You can't sell Schottenheimer.
Nobody other than the Jones.
I agree.
There's one sales pitch. And I'm not saying it's a good one.
Here's the sales pitch.
Well, that's two. You can say his dad was a coach. Also, you can say that.
So you could say his dad was a coach. Now we're talking Marty Schottenheimer. I don't know if you saw my last stream, but I was working on my dad's transmission. Hey, man, that's all right, little Reach. I appreciate you either way. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm coming. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to play why they, the reason why. They said one reason why he'll be a good coach is because his dad was a good coach. And they're talking Marty Schottenheimer, somebody who used to be a coach for the Rams. Hey, that's cool. All right, that's cool. Used to be a coach for what I think the Chargers and the Chiefs back in the day, way back in the day. But let's listen.
He wasn't allowed to call plays this year. And you can say, hey, the offense took a step back in 2024 instead of taking a step forward under Mike McCarthy. How much of
Can y'all hear
Schottenheimer's influence was actually heard as an offensive coordinator? I'm just saying the pitch. You could pitch this. I'm not saying that it would work out well for the fan base, but that's what I think the pitch would be.
You're doing a fine job carrying the water, Joe. No one was allowing him to call plays before he came in.
Could y'all hear what they said? They said the sales pitch. What, Micah? What's the matter? Why are you up there on the floor now? What'd you want? Mello, stop. All right. So, were you guys able to hear what they said a little bit? I'm going to play it again to try to get it.
But they know damn well that he's not going to get. And he can always say, you know what? I can just go back to Philadelphia and just bowl off his coordinator.
You can't sell Schottenheimer to nobody other than the Jones.
There's one sales pitch.
Oh, I just skipped way too far forward. I meant to hit pause it.
Look what I got. Arches stand 2 years of Texas.
You know,
to nobody other than the Jones.
All right,
there is one sales.
Can y'all hear that now?
And I'm not saying it's a good one. His daddy was a good coach. Well, that's two. You can say his dad was a coach. Also, you can say that he wasn't allowed to call plays this year. And you can say, hey, the offense took a step back in 2024 instead of taking a step forward under Mike McCarthy. How much of Schottenheimer's influence was actually heard as an offensive coordinator? I'm just saying the pitch. You could pitch this. I'm not saying that it would work out well for the.
Yeah. You got a caller? I'll open it. Hold on. But yeah, they're saying because we haven't seen. They're saying because we haven't seen what he can do, and because it stepped back.
Fine job carrying the water, Joe. No one.
And because the offense stepped back in 2024, that we haven't seen what he could do. That's not a pitch. I want to know what he's going to be able to do. Like, I want to know what my offensive coach or my head coach is going to bring to the table. Like, what is it that we're getting from him? A bunch of question marks and surprises? Like, I don't want a surprise. I want to know what kind of offense he's going to bring. I want to know what he prefers to do, what his type of scheme looks like. Whole family in a string. Yeah. A little bit. Here and there. Yeah, my wife just got home from, she had to go to the store with my daughter. So, yeah, and my son. Like trumpet. My voice is trumpet. I don't know how to fix that. I ain't heard that one yet, but appreciate it. I don't know if that made it better or worse. What up, Pre-Joy? Not much, man. We just talking about the Cowboys and that they like digging in the bottom of the trash can to try to bring in a head coaching candidate.
Dad, this one feels more comfortable than this one.
Yeah, mine. Mine feels more comfortable. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, because mine's a more expensive one.
How much was it?
It don't matter. That's none of your business.
But you don't even know because you didn't buy it.
Just go on, Bubba. Go.
How do I turn on the light?
I don't know. They're probably inside the controls
Can
here.
you try that?
Come on, man. I'm in the middle of a live right now, Bubba. You're interrupting. You're gonna... Here. Alright. Sorry about that. I'm at night, 4 p.m. and in the night media watching Skin War. Hey, man. Whatever makes you happy, brother. Woody! What's good, brother? What's good? I think it's gonna be the Redskins, and I think it's gonna be the Bills. Redskins and Bills. What up, Graphic Grayson? What's good? Welcome all y'all. Welcome. All right, let's get back on topic here. I'm gonna see if I can't find another video to see what anybody else might be saying to kind of get a grasp on what kind of feel we're really getting with Ben Johnson. Like, I've yet to hear anybody explain what type of play style he's gonna bring if he does. Not Ben Johnson. Did I say Ben Johnson? That's my bad, guys. Y'all know I meant Brian Shoddy. These are just Mentos. If you're wondering. Not a medicine. A what? I mean, like, I don't know if I have any in here. Maybe in that drawer. Or I don't know if Addie knows where any are. What?
Just put them right there.
Just hang them on the little statue thing over there. By the radio. Eagles versus Chiefs. Hey, it may be. I just think that the Redskins are a spitball of fire right now, and they got energy rolling behind them that's going to be hard to stop. And the simple fact that they're playing with house money. They're playing with house money and got nothing to lose. The Redskins got nothing to lose. The Eagles have all the pressure in the world on them. A team that ain't supposed to be there, that's just there having fun, playing good football, complimentary football. They're just there having fun. They've already made it way past where they were expected. Everything now is just a house money. It's just for fun. So man, they got nothing to lose being the Redskins. So all the pressure at this point is all piled on the Eagles for this game because the Eagles were expected to be here. The Eagles went and got Saquon, the final piece to kind of put them over the edge. They were already here last year. They were supposed to be here. The Eagles were supposed to be here. Saquon Barkley was supposed to be the guy that put them over the edge to help carry them through past where they were getting the year before. So, yeah, all the pressure is on the Eagles. The Redskins have no pressure on them. I don't really care who wins the game, but I feel like it's going to end up being the team that makes the least amount of mistakes. Whichever team has more turnovers than the other team, I feel like that team is going to be the team that loses or has the most amount of mistakes. Because whoever plays the cleanest football in that game, I feel like is just going to be the team that wins. What up, Anwar? What's good with you? Greetings from pretty much the other side of the world. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, they very well could be. The Eagles could be. the Eagles, it could be either team. It really could. It's about a 50-50 split for me right now. If I had to put an edge on it, it would be like 1 or 2% more towards the Redskins, just for the simple fact that they got nothing to lose. That just makes it so that they're going out there and having fun, while the Eagles are out there forcing a good performance. They got to make sure, like, because there's expectations that are set on the Eagles that are not set on the Redskins for this game. So anything could literally happen. The Eagles could get upset, or they could have a perfect game and end up winning it. But I mean, he's gonna have to get O-line if he's gonna run a scheme similar to what he did in Detroit. And if you guys don't have the O-line to do it, he's gonna be looking to fill that. He's gonna be looking to fill those roles to make sure that he's got pulling guards and tight ends that can get out in space also and block in front. Because they do a lot of that where they bring their offensive line out in front. They'll pull their guard over and he'll be the blocker, and they'll leave a guy unblocked just to pull the guard all the way over to the other side so that he can be a leading blocker out in front of the running back. Hey, man, if that's how you feel, Frank, hey, then power to you, brother. But we don't generally do politics in the channel. And at this point, we also don't know that he ain't coming back, Owen, because as they split, the split that they just had was only because McCarthy and Jerry couldn't come to an agreement. McCarthy wanted a 4 or 5 year deal. McCarthy wanted a 4 or 5 year deal. The Cowboys were only willing to offer him a 1 or 2 year deal with like another $500,000 added to his salary. What up, Dublin? What up, Top Dog? What up, Big Loaf? What's good? What's good? But man, who knows? They could end up bringing him back because he's not finding another job either. I hope not. I don't want that to happen. But man, at this point, anything's in the air because digging down deep to get Brian Schottenheimer out the bottom of the trash can to make him a head coaching candidate and then give him the second interview before any of the other coaches that you've already talked to get a second interview. Like, I would have rather had a second interview with Robert Saleh. Like, Robert Saleh to me is better than Brian Schottenheimer. Is more of a leader of men than Brian Schottenheimer is. I mean, it's hard to say. I would have to look at your team more wholly. I don't follow the Bears 100% like that. I'll stream some of their games and stuff like that. But as a fan of the Cowboys, I don't follow a whole lot of what they're doing, what their mindset is, what their needs are, what position they are even in the draft. I don't have any of that information. So it's hard for me to I would just be guessing. But I would guess that Ben Johnson's going to want to build the trenches. I would guess that he's going to want to have the offensive lineman to be able to run the type of schemes, along with the running back to be able to run the type of schemes that he ran in Detroit. What up, Game Witch? What's good with you? Welcome. I seen he was hired by the Steelers the other day, though. Who was hired by the Steelers the other day? Devontae Adams is about to come to Washington and be our number 2 wide receiver. I doubt that, Pedro. I doubt that. I would doubt that. But hey, man, who knows? I don't think Washington needs another wide receiver. If they did, why would they get where they're going? McCarthy's taking a Steelers job? That's crazy. I never knew anything about Tomlin being fired. I heard Tomlin wasn't going anywhere. What's he doing in Steelers land? Tomlin ain't been fired. What up, Icy? What's good with you? Yeah, McCarthy's definitely not going to the Steelers. Unless it does an OC, which at that point he's taking a step backwards. I would rather go to back to Dallas, and take the 1-2 year deal that Jerry offered than to go down in pay grade. What it do, Big Low? What it do? Hey, help me listen out there. I'm a Cowboys fan, but my father-in-law is giving me Cowboys merch for Christmas every year. Yeah, I hear you, Big Low. I hear you, brother. I still represent. I'm gonna represent no matter what. All right, go do that somewhere else. Why are you doing it right here beside me? Hello? Go do it somewhere else. Or go put it together somewhere else. Why you you popping little pieces out right beside my ear and stuff? Come on now. I feel like they've done a horrible job, Pedro. I feel like they're bringing Brian Schottenheimer back for a second interview. Like, they're digging in the bottom of the trash can to hire a head coach that nobody wants. Nobody's willing to even interview this man as an OC. Nobody was even looking for him as an OC, let alone a head coach. There was, 8, 9 openings for head coach? This man didn't get one interview, but the Cowboys want to come scrape him off the bottom of the trash can to make him the Cowboys coach? Why? Why do they want to do that? So that he can be the successor for Jason Witten to come in a couple of years? Because that's what it feels like. And if that's what you're going to do, at that point, just go hire Jason Witten. Take the couple years that it's going to take for him to develop. Get him a well-known DC. Go get him a well-known OC so that he can build this team up and he'll have some guidance from some veteran coaches that can just come in and help guide him so that in a couple of years he can run the team the way he likes. Just take the bumps. Just take the damn bumps, the Cowboys. If you want Jason Witten as a coach that bad that you're going to hire somebody to sit in place that's a dummy for 2 years like a lame duck, then just hire Jason Witten, damn it. Because that's what we're hearing. We're hearing the rumors that the Cowboys really want Jason Witten in the building. But now they're looking at Brian Schottenheimer for a second time. It's crazy to me that they would even do that. You can't sell this to the fan base as a good thing for the team. We very well could have a season like we had this year, next year, if this is the decisions that are being made about coaching. Because I can only imagine what they're going to do with the players. I can only imagine. It's absolutely crazy. The Cowboys have already interviewed with Kellen Moore. That's who you're talking about, the OC of the Eagles. The Cowboys interviewed with him before the Rams game. They had a 3-hour Zoom meeting call with Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, who is a Cowboy. We drafted Kellen Moore from Boise State as a quarterback. He got hurt the year that he would have been starting behind Tony Romo. He got hurt and broke his foot in training camp. So the last person was our 4th-round pick draft, Dak Prescott, who was our QB3 behind Kellen Moore. And then he had a phenomenal rookie season. Went 13-3, made it to the second round of playoffs, lost. It's just absolutely bonkers, though. He even went to Seattle that year, in Seattle, and beat Seattle, which was a good year for him in 16. What up, Christopher? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Kellen Moore has already had one interview with the Cowboys. Kellen Moore has also been mentioned that he has also called around to try to build a coaching staff underneath him as a head coach. And some of those names that he has called were people who were also in the Cowboys facility, maybe not just this year, but in years past as well. So there's rumors that he's been calling around and trying to find a staff to build, but we really can't do much more with Kellen Moore until the Eagles season is over. What up, Navid Music? What it do? But yeah, it's just crazy to me that all the news we're hearing is about Brian Schottenheimer. This coach is ass at best. Literally, he's ass at best. So, and you got people posting Cowboys hire of Brian Schottenheimer is a cap boy Stephen Jones move. So is that telling me that he did get hired? I ain't heard anything about it actually being official. I just heard that he's got a second interview. Man, I'm going to be absolutely ashamed of my team if they hire Brian Schottenheimer as the head coach. because it surely is just Jerry Jones coming in and absolutely saying that we're not going to change nothing. We're going to stay in our comfort zone because that's what we do as a team. We're not going to go bring a coach in here that's going to change the culture that Jerry Jones built. Because that's what the problem is. That's exactly what the problem is that Jerry Jones isn't going to go bring in a coach that's going to change the culture from what he built it to be. But that's what we need to do because the culture that he built in Dallas is garbage. It has gotten us nothing in the last 30 years, and it's absolutely garbage. In free agency, I really would like it. All right, so I want Luther Burden in the draft, but if we can get another veteran wide receiver to come in, I don't know if it'd be Tyreek. I don't know if it'd be Cooper Kupp. I don't know if it'd be Devontae Adams. I don't know if it'd be DK Metcalf. I don't know who. Those are just names of people, not any people in specific that I know are coming or not. But someone like that, I would think would be great to be on the opposite side of the field of CeeDee Lamb. What up, Amika? What up, Jeffrey and Wicked? What's good? What's good? Hey, I like Brian Flores. I like Brian Flores. I really do. I feel like that if they hire Brian Schottenheimer, that they're gonna bring Mike Zimmer back for the defense. They're gonna bring Jason Witten in as the OC, and in 2 years they're gonna let Brian Schottenheimer go, and Jason Witten's gonna become the head coach. And if that's the case, and Brian Schottenheimer is just a lackey to be a placeholder for 2 years while Jason Witten develops as a coach in the NFL, then I say, damn it, just give Jason Witten the job now. Just give him the job now. Like, let's take the bumps of the couple bad years it's going to take to develop him. We'll try our best to help him by giving him a very good veteran OC and a very good veteran DC. Like, bring in Zimmer for that. Bring in someone like Mike Leslie at that point as an OC, or someone like Brian Schottenheimer as the OC to kind of help Jason Witten get along. But don't backtrack it and have someone be a placeholder to sit there and know that Jason Witten's taken that position as soon as Cowboys feel like he's ready. What up, D1 Eagles? What it do? It's just bonkers to me that the Cowboys are going to continue to work like this. Like, they know that they obviously aren't good at making decisions. All the decisions that they've made in the last couple of years that I consider bad are all in the NFC's championship round of the playoffs. Dan Quinn was a bad decision to let him go. He's up there in the championship round. Kellen Moore up there in the championship round. How many players are on the Redskins of the Cowboys? Like 8? It's absolutely asinine for them to think that continuing the same thing that they've been doing is going to work. It just shows us that the Cowboys really don't care about winning in the playoffs because they know that they can stay relevant without that. That they're going to be able to keep the mainstream media talking about the Cowboys even if they lose in the playoffs. They know it don't matter, which is going to keep making Jerry Jones' fat wallet even fatter. And damn it, it's just annoying to us fans that put everything into it because it just shows that he don't care. He says he cares about what the fan base says because without them, they're nothing. Yeah, well, none of his actions have led, shown that in that favor. I know he's a DC, but he could be a Cowboy. Lawrence as head coach probably doesn't have a head coach experience. Probably not. But it looks like they're going to be doing Brian Schottenheimer, Owen. I mean, that's what it looks like. At this point, they are literally bringing Brian Schottenheimer back in for a second interview, and that they are very high on this man. Like, he left a hell of an impression on the Joneses because they are high on him. What up, Isaiah? Dak's not the problem. Darnold ain't no good. What would you would replace Dak with Darnold, Isaiah? You might need to get your eyes checked, brother. You might need to get your eyes checked if you think you're going to replace Dak with Darnold. But yeah, I agree, Andy. The Cowboys do need a real GM because Jerry Jones ain't it. Exactly. 100%, Andy. He's definitely a puppet. That's all he is. He's going to be a placeholder because we know that the Cowboys at that point want Jason Witten to be the head coach of this franchise at some point. So he's just going to be a placeholder while Jason Witten is coaching underneath him and then eventually just takes his position. At that point, just give the job to Jason Witten. Like, what the hell? Good evening, everyone. What up, Miss Pittsburgh? Landon, what's good? What's good? I don't know that we're going to get 100 likes at the end of this stream, brother. I won't be on for long enough for that. But yeah, man, I'm probably hopping off here in just another few minutes. But I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about this because Brian Schottenheimer getting the second interview to be with the Dallas Cowboys head coach, it just baffles me that they would dig so deep in the bottom of the trash can to bring up the depths of someone that nobody in the NFL wanted to be on their coaching tree. What up, Nick Burns? No team was looking at Brian Schottenheimer. He had been not coaching a team since the 2020 season. After the 2020 season, he was nowhere to be found. Mike McCarthy throws this man a bone in 2023. Throws this man a bone. And brings him up because Mike McCarthy originally got his first job in the NFL by Marty Schottenheimer, Brian's dad. They're like good friends, and that's why Brian Schottenheimer got the job. It was complete nepotism. Nothing that Brian Schottenheimer did earned him the OC job, and nothing he did as the OC earned him the head coaching job. He never called plays. Mike McCarthy wouldn't let him add installs to the plays. That's been noted and already spoken about. All he did was bridge a gap between McCarthy and the players that helped kind of bring them tighter together and made an impression mostly on the defensive players and on the Jerry Jones family. And he left enough of an impression that he is the leading candidate, not only for the Cowboys, but even in Vegas, if you're betting on this, he is the leading candidate to get the job. And now he's going in for his second interview. No one else has gotten a second interview yet with the Cowboys. So, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy that this is what us Cowboy fans got to deal with from an organization that's supposed to be the biggest, baddest organization in football. But they go and hire bottom of the barrel coaches to be their puppets. It's embarrassing. Not even just for me, but for the Jones. Because people are just going to start looking at them as more of a joke than they already do. I mean, Steve Spagnuolo is not a bad guy. I mean, I'll take him over Brian Schottenheimer, 100%. I would take him over Brian Schottenheimer. I don't know that Spagnuolo is. Doesn't he? Ain't he up there in KC with the Chiefs? Ain't Spags still in the KC? What? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Pie did. He timed him out, anyways, or he gave him a 60-second timeout. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. The guy didn't do anything. The guy didn't do anything to deserve it. He came in, said, "Hey, what's up?" But they just thought that would be funny, so they got a kick out of that. But yeah, man, it's just absolutely crazy. I'm gonna be hopping off here now in a minute, man. Hey, I appreciate it if y'all can at least hit one more like button and get that thing to 30 for your boy. We won away from 30, but man, it just blows my mind. it just blows my mind that the Cowboys are going to continue this same mediocrity thoughts and process that they've been running for the last 30 years. They're going to continue it and keep continuing it. We hit 30, yes, sir. And man, it just blows my mind. But man, next time we find out some news about the Cowboys or something else in the NFL, I'll bring it up here. I'll come on live and make sure everybody knows about it. Much love. I thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing. I can't speak right now. Liking, commenting, and subscribing. Y'all are amazing. I couldn't do this without y'all. And it's always one love. Appreciate you. Roll.